Alright, welcome to this episode of my playthrough of Horizon Zero Dawn. We are in Bright Market because we have helped King Edaman and his mother, the Child King and Queen Mother of the Shadow Karja, escape from Sunfall and make it back to the true Karja territory, where they were greeted and welcomed by, I forget the name of the current Sun King, not Duran. Duran is his father. But whatever. So we've got the King Edaman of the Shadow Karja back in genuine Karja territory. We've also killed the High Priestess of the High Priest of the Shadow Karja. So the Shadow Karja should be in some disarray, which is good because we're going back to Sunfall to get to the ancient ruins underneath it, because that's our latest lead on Dr. Elizabeth Sobek. So without any further ado, let's get going, alright?
Don't pass up these goods.
First things first, I'm going to grab this chest. And
Don't forget to stock up before you're on the road.
yeah, there's a merchant here. I'm just going to fade to black, and you'll rejoin me as I am approaching Sunfall again. See you on the other side, alright? Alright, here we are, entering Sunfall again. So we just need to head back to the throne room, which is where Sylens told us that the entrance to the the ancient ruins were.
Now Edaman's been snatched away? How much must we endure?
I'm not sure I want to know what's making the machine so hot. Every time I glance up at the Citadel, I remember that Edaman's gone.
Well, they seem to be despondent about the fact that Edaman is gone. Let me just make sure that I've got the correct quest activated here. And yep, that's the right one. So Sylens will probably chip in at some point.
I remember that Edaman's gone. Have faith, my friend.
There's Edaman's throne. Now sits
I
vacant.
knew a man who lost both legs to a machine. True story. Those things are dangerous.
The balustrade. It's a short drop from there.
Weird that they don't seem to have a problem with me being here. Oh, it wants me to go over there. Okay, that kind of looks like a machine down there.
Poor Edaman. He must have been so scared when he came here.
Climb down.
Watch yourself, Outlander.
Where? Talk to Shadow Karja Kestrel. That's not what I'm looking for. Does he want me to just drop down onto those chains? Or go over this side? Oh, I see. Okay. Over here.
First we
Yeah, going off the front edge would have been bad. That's some fun hops.
other side of the tower. Look for a vent.
Yep, that's the machine I saw.
I see you've been here before.
Obviously. Now, it's very important that you hear what I'm about to say. I've shown you the way in, but this humble vent marks a point of no return. Before you descend into the depths here, you should be fully committed, equipped, and focused. No distractions. If you have errands to run, do them first or hold your peace. I won't tolerate whining. Is that clear?
You'll tolerate what I give you, Sylens. I didn't ask you along for the ride.
Well, that definitely seems like the game developer's telling us, like, be absolutely certain before you enter here. I have no other side quests to do, so let's see what happens.
I'm heading down.
I've spent a lifetime trying to uncover the secrets of this world. Where the machines came from. How the old ones achieved such marvels only to fall into silence and death. A lifetime of failure, as year by year, decade after decade, I hit walls I could not break, doors I could never breach.
Hello.
Until a Nora huntress marched out of the savage east. And voila, for her, all the deepest secrets of the earth were laid bare. I suspect you will have an easier time with this door than I did years ago.
Hold for identiscan. Genetic profile confirmed. Entry authorized. Malfunction. 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 Malfunction.
Are you kidding me?
You don't hear me laughing.
Shut up. There's gotta be another way. Hey! Elizabeth Sobeck here! Requesting access!
Access request acknowledged. Root command functions available. Do you wish to proceed?
I do! Get me through this door!
Analyzing. Primary access inoperable due to mechanical failure. Emergency venting procedure likely to circumvent blockage. Do you wish to proceed?
Yes.
Emergency venting authorized.
I underestimated. So by now,
Guess you can't have everything.
that will draw attention. We won't have this place to ourselves for long now.
We? Last I checked, I was the one risking my life down here.
Yes, fine. Now will you please get moving? There's so much to learn in less time than I'd hoped.
Explore the Project Zero Dawn facility. Yeah, I can do that. Also, Sylens continues to be a bit of an ass, but he's at least a useful ass, so I will tolerate him for now. Just making sure there's nothing like a chest or something back here that I might want. Don't see anything, so in we go.
Welcome to Project Zero Dawn.
Zero Dawn. We found it.
Are you really so surprised?
Facility diagnostics detect multiple failures. Attempting repair.
So, what was this room?
An entrance hall, perhaps. Have a look around.
Let's first use the focus, see if anything jumps out at us. Don't see anything just yet. See a little scan me thing here. Another incident. It's a text data point. Pause if you want to read it. See you on the other side. Problems are everywhere, and since we know what they were the problem they were trying to solve, tensions running high is not unexpected. So I need to see another scan me over here. Pause if you want to read it, see you on the other side. Yep. More issues with the reception staff.
Please take a seat and wait for your name to be called. A selection of beverages and snacks are available.
A smaller room.
Yeah, you go through the entrance hall and you get in here, and then you get called in when you're needed. Sounds like. Little scan me thing over here. Pause if you want to read it, see it on the other side. Candidates who scream or sob, that is... really makes me curious what Zero Dawn is. Like, we know the situation was dire, but why would they be screaming or sobbing here?
I can't spare the weight.
It's just another health potion. I don't need those. Restock or else. That seems like a threat. Pause if you want to read it. See you on the other side. Oh, the trivial things that everybody gets worked up over in times of crisis. You're facing the extinction of of all life on Earth. Do you really think...
Please proceed into viewing room 1 for an important message regarding the purpose of your visit.
As I was saying, do you really think getting worked up over something like being out of a type of tea is worth it?
What was this place?
A holographic theater.
CD01 data intact. Initiating playback.
Welcome to Project Zero Dawn. I am General Harris, Chairman of the Joint Chiefs of Staff of the United States of America. I'm sure you've heard the rumors that Zero Dawn is a top-secret superweapons program, the technological miracle that will save us from the Pharaoh Plague, if Operation Enduring Victory can hold off the robots long enough. The reason I'm sure you've heard the rumors is that I'm the one who spread them, and they are all lies. Zero Dawn is not a superweapons program, and it will not save us. Nothing will save us. And here's why. By the time the glitch was noticed, it was already too late. Nothing could stop the Pharaoh Plague. Nothing can. Its robots will continue to replicate and devour the biosphere. Life on Earth will be destroyed. Our planet reduced to a barren sphere. Global extinction is inevitable. No matter how many we kill, the robots just keep exponentially making more. If we had their deactivation codes, we could shut them all down. The entire swarm. But since their cryptographic protocols use polyphasic entangled waveforms, Cracking a code set would take half a century. At best, we've got 16 months. Not exactly what you'd call a survival option. The destruction of a biosphere is not the sort of apocalypse you can wait out in a fallout shelter or a space station. There will be no Earth left to reclaim. Just a lifeless, toxic rock with several million Pharaoh robots on it, hibernating, waiting for something to eat. This is the horrible truth behind the lies of Operation Enduring Victory. My lies. Lies designed to inspire millions of innocents to sacrifice themselves in battle. Why? One reason. To buy time for you and the work you will do here. 0 Day, the day that life on Earth ceases to exist, is coming fast. It cannot be stopped. The hope of Zero Dawn is that something new might come after. But I will leave it to Elizabeth Sobek to shine that thin ray of light into the darkness. Harris, out.
That doesn't make sense. Life on Earth didn't cease to exist.
He said it could not be stopped.
But it was. Somehow Elizabeth saved us. I've got to keep looking. Find out how she did it.
Yeah, that is a dire forecast. To put it mildly. And I'm going to point out that also doesn't tell us really what Project Zero Dawn is about, because General Jerez then handed over the presentation to Elizabeth Sobek, but we didn't hear her presentation. Let's keep going.
Kestrels. They got in. Through the vents.
Let nothing stop you from learning the truth.
Spread out! If it moves, kill it!
What is this place? Tomb?
Who's there? To me, you chuffs!
Didn't mean to scan that data point. Just wanted to see where they were.
Enough searching. I got him. Kill me. Kill me. Yet. Am I done?
Good. We're too close to let tribal primitives stop us now. The data points, what do they contain?
Good question, Sylens. For once. Alright, so there were 2 data points added. The first one is the bad news, which is General Hera's presentation there that we saw. And then interview Tom something or other was the other one that I saw. Oh, there it is. Interview Tom Page. Voice recording, candidate interview, PhD, molecular and cellular biology, data corruption partial.
It is accurate, yes.
So these mechanical monstrosities, they don't just kill people, they feed off them?
Not just people, all organic matter.
Every living thing, dissolved into nutrients. Millennia of evolution liquefied. The miracle of life reduced to bloody biofuel.
In a word, yes.
Who did this? Pharaoh? That arsehole. Is he here?
No, Doctor. Please.
Tell him Tom Pake wants a word. Now, get off! Get off!
Doctor, please.
You get Ted Pharaoh in here!
He's understandably upset. That ladder is yellow, so I can probably climb it, but I want to get all the data points down here first.
Want to discuss?
Whew. So, Mama, she was right.
Pardon?
My mother, she took her Bible real serious. Not just Texas Bible serious, Pentecostal serious. Favorite chapter? Revelations. Now, I didn't always understand her on account of all that speaking in tongues and such, but when she did use her words, it was always end times this and lake of fire that on account of sinful lifestyles. Speaking of which, mind if I smoke?
A tobacco cigarette.
Sorry, darling. My taste run classic. Compliments to your team tracked me down. Been a price on my head 18 months now. Sterling Malky was me, don't mind admitting. Been plenty of snakesters chasing the bounty, too. But I kept the zigging to their zag. How'd you finger me?
I believe Dr. Sobek listed you as an alpha candidate. Priority snatch and grab.
Always suspected she had a little thing for me. Hey, I don't suppose you got real coffee in this place. You know, blood coffee? Conflict cappuccinos?
Mr. Tate, I'm clearing you to proceed. Just go.
He's a character.
You previously worked for Faro Automated Systems.
On the chariot line self-replication routines. I came here thinking this was a rendition. When your people took me, I thought, about time. I've been trying to swallow the guilt every day since...
Would you like to take a moment?
No, I really hoped Zero Dawn was a way to undo it all. My work. And I'm sorry to say I was ever proud of it, but Ted could really sell a concept, and in the labs, in the light of creation, that first test run, when you saw they understood their own structures, could rebuild themselves from memory and light, there were no limits. God, there were no limits.
Yeah, that is generally the problem. Just in case more kestrels come down here. And what do we have on this side?
With Suzanne Alpert, environmental scientist. Doctor?
I'm sorry, I wasn't,
Just stating your name. What were you thinking about, Doctor?
Nothing the General said, not really. I was on the Syzygy East Response Team in 2051, just after the second earthquake compromised the reactor. I still dream about it, after all these years. The red zone spreading on the imaging, slowly, so slowly, like a hand opening its fingers.
Your involvement in that event is why you were asked for by name.
Really? That's interesting. Because nothing worked. Nothing could grow there again. It was a catastrophic failure. But the red zone is a blip compared to global-scale biomass reduction. The biosphere and hydrosphere will collapse, render the Earth uninhabitable long before the robots finish us. Enduring victory can't buy time against that. So, you'd better show me what Zero Dawn really is.
Apparently they don't even know what Zero Dawn is yet. This is a text data point, counselor guidelines. You know the drill. Pause if you want to read it. There's the first bit. There's the second bit. See you on the other side. Those are some good guidelines. I'll give them that. Alright. Before I continue this way, I thought I saw it go this way. So I just want to see what's over here. I don't know if I should go this way, because I don't want to skip ahead. I want everything. Okay, so there's a branch there. That just brought me back to this room. Okay, cool. Didn't skip ahead there.
I'm sure you now understand the urgency of why we brought you here.
Oops, my bad. Sorry.
I'm sure you now understand the urgency of why we brought you here, Ms. Okilo.
Captain Okilo, are you trying to thank me for not resisting?
I believe we could negotiate a diplomatic solution.
When it came to my country's lithium, it was always a swarm that would be sent to negotiate. Metallurgic International, US Robot Command. The markings changed, but the robots were the same.
You have had considerable experience in human-robot conflict.
Yes, and I've got the prosthetic limbs to show it. Yet I continue to face this horror, even though the challenge was great. Cyber warfare. I thought Zero Dawn would be a Manhattan project to generate the deactivation codes. With the resources I had, I estimated code breaking to be a hopeless endeavor. I was almost looking forward to being proved wrong.
Unfortunately, your estimation was correct.
As your General Hera said. So then, you did not bring me here to commiserate. What is left?
That's interesting. I wonder what the nationality of a name like Okilo is. She mentioned her country's... I can't jump through there. She mentioned her country's lithium deposits, so I want to say somewhere in Africa? But I don't know. I think this is the third branch of the of that same tunnel. Oh, this would be a good way of dealing with the kestrels. Little late for that, I guess.
Look, let's cut the mystery. You're building a colony ship. It's obvious. And it's not gonna fly. I mean, literally. Remember the Odyssey? That multinational heap of space junk that's been in graveyard orbit since '57? That went nowhere real slow. And you have to get somewhere real fast. Do you have any idea the immensity of the challenge to prep a new colony ship in time?
To be clear, I'm not a worker on the project.
Do you even understand how few people it could save? The whole generation ship concept is not gonna happen. It's the first thing you'd abandon in favor of embryonics. For that kind of storage, we're talking a lot of bulk, a lot of power, a lot of resources. So even if you do it, even if you build it and point it at Sirius X, there's no room for people on that thing, all right?
If you could try to remain calm.
You people are crazy if you think you're getting off this rock. No one's getting off.
Medical.
I'm guessing he didn't pass screening. Alright, last place to check is up that ladder and see what's up there. Then we'll go through that door.
full already.
I think it's just another potion. Yep. Don't need those.
There is some mistake. I don't understand why I was brought here. Why would you show me these things?
I know that there's already a lot to take in.
In the waiting area, I was seated with a Nobel laureate in biophysics and a monk, I think. He spoke neither English nor Mandarin. It is very strange. And General Harris? What was he talking about? The robot swarm? The Pharaoh plague? I understand it is terrible. But it really cannot be stopped? Why tell us this? There are people in Shanghai, my friends, my family. They have joined Operation Enduring Victory already. It is for nothing? We will all die?
We're going to be able to answer some of these questions.
I just want to know why I am here. It doesn't make sense to me.
You were brought here because of your skill set.
No, that can't be right. I am an art historian. I know Dutch masters, Japanese calligraphy, Gerhard Richter. What does that matter now?
I believe Winston Churchill was asked to cut art funding in favor of giving more resources to the war effort, and his response was, then what are we fighting for? So I imagine the same basic premise is why she was there. Alright. Well, I'm going to call an end to the episode there. You know the drill. Click over there and join me next time as we find out more about what Project Zero Dawn is and see Presentation 2, which is presumably Elizabeth Sobek's presentation. See you there.